Men are being arrested for watching YouTube videos.
Touch me. Hold on.
Put your hands behind your back.
Stand up. Suck my.
Men are being arrested for watching YouTube videos. Today's video comes from The Quartering. Their channel is linked in the description. Guys, why are men being arrested for watching YouTube videos? This is a massive situation that is going to have major implications on society. I had no idea just how bad the situation was and how many men are being surveilled right now just for simply watching videos on YouTube. And let's make this very clear. It is specifically the feds targeting men. Stay until the end of the video to find out why the feds are targeting men and trying to find out what videos men are watching on YouTube and the greater implications for society. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
Google ordered to unmask certain YouTube users simply for watching a video. Simply for watching a video, YouTube has been ordered to unmask its users. Now, many of you are smart. You're anonymously registered, use VPNs, all that kind of stuff. I hear you. I see you. You know, in a just unsealed case from Kentucky, reviewed by Forbes, undercover cops sought to identify the individuals behind the online moniker Elon Musk WHM, who they suspect of selling Bitcoin for cash, potentially running afoul of money laundering laws and rules around unlicensed money transmitting. In conversations with the user in early January, undercover agents sent links of YouTube tutorials for mapping via drones and augmented reality software, then asked Google for information on who had viewed the videos, which collectively had been watched over 30,000 times. So the FBI set up a honeypot for the user, right? Then told YouTube, hey, give me all of their information. I want to know everybody, not who uploaded the video, because the feds did that. If you just watched it, you may not have been involved in any kind of scam, involved in any kind of illegal activity. Doesn't matter. YouTube, 30,000 people, got to give your information to the federales. In conversations with the user in early January, I hit that already, sorry. The court orders show the government telling YouTube to provide the names, addresses, telephone numbers, and user activity for all YouTube accounts who accessed the YouTube videos between January 1st and January 3rd. So dox, they want to dox. They told YouTube to dox 30,000 people just for watching the video. By the way, what if it had been viewed by 1 million people? This wasn't even like a very specific type of video, you know, for a very specific, very specific audience. These are pretty general.
What they did was they fielded videos that would most likely be shown to men. And what they're doing is they're trying to find a way to circumvent the law so that they can use it to force companies to hand over information, regardless if someone has done anything wrong or not. Based on the way that the law is currently structured, they're taking advantage of the law to go after people that they want to implicate. So, for example, if they want to go after gamers, which is what they are doing right now, they're actually arresting gamers for using voice chats, for playing games online. We've talked about this, and we'll talk a little bit more about it in a little bit. So, for example, they can upload a bunch of gaming videos. You heard me right. The feds can upload a bunch of gaming videos on YouTube, and they can turn around and then say that, well, these specific videos that we uploaded that would more like that are predominantly viewed by men are potentially a risk. They can show us a risk of people who might be a risk to our country, and we need the names of these people. The fact that they could do this with just a general video shows they can essentially do this with almost any video. They were able to get the names, telephone numbers, Google activity. This means every video that they watched on YouTube. This would potentially expand outside of YouTube, their Google accounts, because Google actually handed over all of this information. So this could be their emails. So every email that they have in their email accounts. This could be every website that they visited, their entirety of their search history. Guys, like this is crazy stuff. They were able to do this and get all of this information for 30,000 people just like that. These people didn't do anything wrong. All right. And they're the ones who publish these videos. So this is a test run for things to come where they can now use the system to track and trace everyone. They could basically target everyone and anyone. That's how easy it is. If they want to come after you, if they want to get a specific person, chances are they watched this specific video. The chances are this video popped up in their feed. So, yeah, we need the information for all of these people. What they're doing is they're also learning how to game the system, how to game the YouTube system so they can go after specific groups of people. So if they want to go after gamers, which they are going after gamers right now. They can just upload specific kinds of gaming videos aimed at specific groups of people and then request all of that data. They could upload videos about, for example, finance or whatever, or firearms. Oh, we need the records of men who watch this video, of people who watch these videos. Who are watching videos about firearms predominantly on YouTube? Men. So then they turn around and request all of those records, and now they can track and trace you, and they have a reason to enter your home to get warrants. It's like, oh yeah, based on this guy's search history, we need to get a warrant. We need to go into their home and we need to search all of their electronics. This is how they institute widespread monitoring. They are right now arresting gamers. All right, they've been doing it for some time. They're monitoring everything that gamers say online. It's insanity.
Evidently, the FBI, you know those guys, the FBI, yeah, evidently they're cracking down on what you're talking about in your game chat whenever you're playing video games. Like Roblox, Fortnite, Call of Duty, yeah, they're peeping in and listening to what you're saying. So a lot of you guys are probably screwed. Yeah, a lot of you guys are probably going to prison. So if you have a buddy that you play video games with and you know that he rages a lot, and if he disappears for a little bit, just know he's probably locked away. And about 50% of my students, I'm convinced they're not going to be at school anymore. Yeah, because I've played video games with some of the high school dudes that I teach, like Call of Duty, and I'm almost convinced that they're going to be locked away because the things that they say are absolutely dark. Like, you cannot say that, like, outside of your room, because if you say that in public, you're going to get beat up or you're going to jail.
New government report, the FBI will now be cracking down on gamers. So next time you're about to say something illegal in the chat, even if it's just a joke, know this. Looking at you, Call of Duty. The report reveals that as of right now, both the FBI and gaming companies already have ways of monitoring what they deem to be extremist behavior online. But what they don't have, according to the report, is a developed strategy for how they share this information with each other or what the consequences or goals.
The bearer of bad news, but the federal government just said that they're going to be spying on you playing video games to combat extremism. It seems the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security are going to be partnering with gaming companies to fight extremist gamers.
I sentence you to 2,500 consecutive life sentences plus 1,000 years. Once you pass away, you will receive an attempted escape charge with an additional 200 years being added to your sentence, which you will begin serving in the afterlife once you get to hell. Should you be reincarnated after your death and return to Earth as another person, you will be arrested at birth and you will spend your entire next life.
Accountability
This
Office
isn't they did this after 9/11 too.
says that the FBI and DHS should use the same strategy that allowed them to police extremism on social media to regulate the gaming industry. And the Anti-Defamation League, super reputable, says that 20% of adult gamers and 15% of kids playing games report being exposed to white supremacy while gaming. What constitutes extremism? You may ask. Racially or ethnically motivated violence, anti-government or
abortion, animal rights,
or environmental
what
extremism.
The fuck?
You're pro-life, apparently. And all other domestic terrorism threats.
And this includes things like climate change. So if you're a climate change denier, that is one of the reasons why you can be surveilled. Guys, what this really is this is surveilling men who are alone in their homes, because men aren't going out anymore. Men are not going on dates. Men are not having relationships. Men are completely avoiding relationships. Okay, men are not dating anymore. There's a recent study that finds that men have stopped dating. All right, and they're more than happy to stay at home, play video games, and if they need physical intimacy, they're just going to watch something online.
This study called from the Pew Center Research conducted a study that said 63% of men under age 30 would rather stay home and watch porn than go on a date. Men say they are getting their needs met without having to go on a date.
Guys, and women are furious about this, but the feds are also furious as well. Men have been pushed out of society, so now they're being arrested. They're being arrested for being alone in their homes because they're not going to the gym anymore. Guys are building home gyms, spending their time alone at home. They're like, okay, you know what? You're surveilling us just for being alone in our homes. Okay, cool. I'm gonna wash my hands of that. I'm gonna walk away. I'm not even gonna deal with y'all anymore. And that's exactly what's happening here. The men are saying we're done. We're not even going to do this. We're not even going to play your game. So men are isolating themselves at home, or only leaving home as much as they have to do some gig economy work or go to work or whatever. They're not interacting with anyone in society. They're basically keeping to themselves. So men can no longer. So the feds can no longer. And this is the reason why all of this has happened. This is our answer. This is the answer to why this is happening. Why men are being arrested for watching YouTube videos. Why men are being surveilled for watching YouTube videos. Why men are being surveilled for playing video games. Because they need to surveil men. Because men are the only ones who can stand up to things like tyranny. Okay? Men are the biggest obstacle to doing whatever they want to do in society. Right now, we are in the demoralization phase. But the problem is that men have reached such a point of demoralization that they've given up on society entirely, and they're pulling back. Now you have the manosphere, and with the manosphere, all of this knowledge is being shared. So the focus is shifting away from women. Guys, they don't really care about any of they don't really care about any of the relation between men and women. What they care about is the fact that they cannot monitor what men are saying, and the fact that men are the ones. Men are the ones who can stand up to tyranny. Men are the ones who can basically turn around and say, you know what, we don't like what's happening in our society, and we're just not going to tolerate it anymore. So it's not enough to just have weak men. It's not enough to just have demoralized men. When you have men who are walking away and you don't know what these men are thinking or saying, now they can get all kinds of ideas in their heads. So more or less, this is really a larger, greater effect to monitor the manosphere. The manosphere is a loose set of ideas, but the manosphere is so large now that it's the core of the manosphere is men with alternatives. Okay, truth be told, MWA, men walking away, is the heart of the manosphere. Men with alternatives, and what men are doing is they're sharing knowledge, and they are looking at all the different alternatives, all the different things they could be doing in life, walking away from the things that don't work for them and walking towards the things that do. And this includes fitness. This includes investing in real estate, crypto. This includes learning new skills. This includes being the best versions of themselves. This includes walking away from toxic relationships. It's not a joke. And of course, this includes learning about the way the world works, not just how money works, but how systems work, how societies work, how governments work, and the relationship between men and the state. And of course, as men are waking up, this is a big problem. So they need to know what men are talking about. And this is just a means of not only being able to surveil us, but being able to enter into our homes, go through our electronics, and then throw us in prison, and set an example. Like, okay, you see what happened to that one over there? All right? See what happened to that one over there? That's what's going to happen to the rest of y'all. Because they want us to live in a constant state of fear. They want us to be afraid. They don't want us to be so afraid that we cannot move. I've been there before in my life where I've been frozen with fear, and it could have been the end of me. Because every man can get to that point where it's fight or flight, and there are times when you have no flight in you, because you are so afraid. You are so mentally afraid that I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. I would not wish that upon my worst enemy, guys. The reason why men are being arrested for watching YouTube videos is because they want to be able to monitor us wherever we go. Anywhere you go, I'll be watching you. That's really how it is. All right. Anywhere you go, they'll be watching you. By the way, guys, subscribe to our newsletter for my personal thoughts, insights, and a free copy of my ebook, The Blueprint for Escaping the Rat Race. Click the link in the description to get your free copy. Guys, what do you think regarding all of this? Men are being arrested for watching YouTube videos. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we'll talk about it there. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA. Then walking away, and cheers.